Welcome to the Social Stack, your go-to channel for marketing tips based in technology for your real estate business. I'm Amy Stack, and today we're starting a new short stack series on the Keller Williams Command system going over landing pages. Today we're going to talk about how to do a lead capture form. Go ahead and get my screen shared for you, and we'll dive right in. Just logged into Command. I'm on the dashboard right now, the home screen. I'm going to come all the way down to the bottom left and go into that last icon. It is the consumer applet. And to get started, we're just going to go to that top right and hit that create a new page button. We have the option to make a new page on our website or a standalone landing page. Today, we want that standalone page, so it's just going to be a freestanding page, will not be connected to your website at all. And I want to go ahead and name it. Let's call it lead capture test. Public won't see this. That's just for you to have, quick reference, know what it is later. When you have a bunch of landing pages, you can easily identify it. On the right-hand side here, we have some widgets. I'm going to click this first one. It's called the agent branding. I'm going to click and drag to the left, and you can see how everything just populates in place there. Now, let's say you don't like this agent branding and you want to use something else. I can just select that widget, and at the bottom right, I get some more tool options. I can hit that trash can, and away it goes. So I actually want to start with the branded header. I'm going to click and hold that, and you'll see this green line pop up. That is where your widget will populate. So I'm going to let go, and there it is. There's my widget. And the next thing I want to do is lead form. Same thing, get that green line under my branded header. And then to be safe and compliant, I want to add my legal footer. So I'm going to click and drag that over, and that green line flew down to the bottom of the screen. So there it is at the bottom. So I'm just using 3 widgets in this example: branded header, lead form, and legal footer. So now that I have the widgets in there, I want to customize them a little bit. I'll come to the bottom right and hit configure widgets. And you can see that I'm on the branded header widget right here. And maybe I want to put some header text in here. So what's something we might use a lead capture form? Maybe at an open house. So let's say our open house is at 123 Main Street. You do have the opportunity to go ahead and edit any of the information that's in that branded header already. And once you're happy with that, just hit save and apply. And there you can see it's popped in our header. The next thing we want to do is actually go to our next widget. So you can see at the top of our editor on the right, it says branded header, and just to the right of that, you can see we're on 1 of 3, and that's because we have 3 widgets. So if I hit that right arrow over, I'm now editing my next widget. You probably noticed that all of our editing is happening on the right-hand side. The left is our reflection of what we have chosen to update. So if I don't want this to say interested, let's talk, I can just change that text. Maybe I want to say, please sign in for an open house. Go ahead and hit save and apply. And now you can see my changes have been made over here. For this lead capture form, these fields are standard. So you're going to have first name, last name, email address, phone number, and a spot to leave notes. And some people might say, well, what if I want more information? That's a great question. What you want to do for that is have a follow-up plan ready to go. This is just to make it quick and easy and simple for your clients so that it's not taking them forever to get their information in. We don't want them to get frustrated and give up. Just the basic info. Once it comes into you, you can have that follow-up ready to go with questions like, are you working with an agent? Are you pre-approved? What's your price point, location, beds, baths, all that type of stuff. And you can use that as your follow-up conversation. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save and apply on that again, just to lock it in place. And then our third option, again, we're going to go up to the top and hit that arrow over to get to page 3 of 3. This is our legal footer. And if there's anything you want to update in there, you could. Mine's all good to go. So I'll just hit save and apply to make sure it's set in stone there. And now I want to make my page public. So I'm going to hit publish. Maybe you started working on your landing page and it wasn't quite ready to go out yet. You could hit save, and that won't make it public, but it will make it available for you to update instead of start from scratch later. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish and then hit yes, update it. And it's taken us back to our consumer app main screen. You can see at the top left, we're under, this blue line is under agent site pages. So that's your website pages. To find our landing pages, we just want to click on landing pages. And here is our lead capture test. You can see this one looks a little different than most of the other ones here. It's got my green toggle on and my link is highlighted. That means it is active. So if I didn't want it active, I could just click that off, hit inactive, and now the public cannot see it. If I go ahead and turn that back on, hit yes, I want to see what my page looks like before I send it out. So I'm going to click that link. And here is the sample of my landing page. This is exactly what the public will see. And you do have the opportunity to update this link a little bit. If we go to the far right, I have 3 little dots I can click on. So this is how I can edit it. I can change my URL, totally delete it, and deactivate it. That does the same thing as turning this little toggle off. So let's say I want to change that URL, and I can go ahead and say open house form. We're going to go ahead and hit create. And now I've changed it to make that link a little bit easier to use. You can also go ahead and use something like tinyURL or bit.ly and make, you know, a short little link as well if you don't want to have this lengthy URL to share with people. But that is it. That's how it works. So when your clients come in or prospective clients come in, they just fill out these fields here and hit the I'm not a robot, and then they would just hit send, and that information will actually just populate right into your command account, and you'll get a little notification in the bell that a new lead has come in. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. That's your short stack for the day. So that was landing pages, and we will go over some other widgets and the fun things you can do with landing pages next week. I'll see you then.